Hi Aquarius, well, I will be throwing out 4 cards relating to your ex, how they're feeling, what's been happening with them since the split, things like that. So we'll have a look and see what's happening for Aquarians and their exes. Okay, 5 of Cups, 2 of Pentacles, 9 of Pentacles, okay, and the 5 of Pentacles. So there's definitely a lot of hurt and a lot of pain with your ex here, Aquarius. This is someone that's possibly delving into mild anxiety and or depression. The 5 of Cups talks about sadness and loss. This is someone that's very, very heartbroken, I feel. This is someone that feels as though their life has fallen apart since you've split. I feel they have a good support system around them. They might have really close friends. You could have mutual friends. They could have really supportive siblings, work colleagues. They have a support system around them, and they've got people behind them that they can lean on and talk to and seek solace in. However, I feel like right now they're so hung up on what's happened, and I don't know if it happened really abruptly. If someone was left, someone did the leaving, the 5 of Pentacles, someone was left out in the cold, someone decided to just end it. Maybe it was you. I'm not sure if it was them, but this is remorse, this is sadness, this is second guessing themselves. I feel like for some of you, your exes could be indulging heavily in the drink because we have a lot of cups here, a lot of spilt cups, and maybe they're resorting to alcohol or substances to help them overcome this pain that they may be experiencing right now. I feel as though they feel really helpless and hopeless, because I feel like they were juggling so much things for so long and they just couldn't make it work. I don't know if they were trying to juggle work in a marriage, work in a relationship, friends and you, 2 different people. I don't feel as though it's 2 different lovers. I feel it's more they were trying to just juggle so much in their life and they couldn't please you. They couldn't offer you the things that you were looking for, and I feel they're definitely really hung up on you still, Aquarius. You can see him, there's a grey. I feel like they look around and their skies are grey. Things are dull for them right now. And they could definitely be indulging in, substances, or just feeling really sad, feeling really lonely, feeling like they've been left behind. Now, the 2 of Pentacles, it's either they're thinking about contacting you and they're not sure how, or they just have a lot of things that they need to juggle. They have a lot of things, a lot of loose ends they need to tie up. They have a lot of things they need to go through in their life, a lot of things they need to look over. I'm not sure if you've mentioned they need to do something different with their life. Some are thinking about embarking on a new journey. There's a ship here, there's turbulent waters. So for some, they're looking at how they could revamp and change up their life. Maybe you've given them life advice. Maybe you've said something that's really stayed with them, and they're really hung up on those words, and those words can't seem to leave them. And I feel like they're in 2 minds of whether they want to contact you, whether they want to rekindle this romance. There is potential. There could be someone else around them, but I don't feel as though they're completely ready to take on a new relationship right now. I feel it's more they're juggling other things in life. I feel they do have a lot on their plate though. It could be finance as well. They could be really juggling their finances, and maybe that's why you broke up. Maybe they were overindulging in finances, or they weren't, they didn't want to combine assets or finances. They didn't want to spoil you, provide for you, assist you financially, regardless of the situation. I feel there's definitely some sort of juggling with their life here with the 2 of Pentacles. They also have the 9 of Pentacles. Now, the 9 of Pentacles is sort of a contradiction here to the 5. The 9 of Pentacles is a contradiction here to the 5, because the 9 of Pentacles, as you can see, this person looks regally dressed and they're very happy with their surroundings. So I feel at work, they may be performing really, really well. It could also be they're throwing themselves into work. I feel as though they might do something to change up their lifestyle. So it's either they're going to buy, a new house, a new car, a new asset of some kind, or they're going to spoil themselves with some designer top or a beautiful new dress or a nice spunky hairstyle. or a motorbike, I feel like they're going to spoil themselves to compensate for what's been happening, sort of in a way to show off and like let you know that they're doing just fine without you. Anything to help them improve their attractiveness, their looks, because the pentacles rule our physicality, so our looks, our possessions, our material things, our homes, anything we own, and that represents us, through material objects, through material means. There's also money possibly coming in for this person, quite a lot of it. So that's why I said they could be performing extremely well at work and earning extra finances, incentives, rewards, grants, promotions, raises, etc. Now, Aquarius, you do have the Five of Pentacles here with this, with your ex. So there's definitely someone that feels left out in the cold. This is someone that could be a bit unwell. They could also have someone around them who's unwell. Potentially they're looking after this person, or they've been really run down and unwell themselves. And, maybe it's a cold, maybe it's a sickness, maybe it's just, like I said, it could even be anxiety. The Five of Pentacles is someone's being out in the left in the cold. Someone needs help. They could even be seeking help. Some of you might even seek a marriage counselor or a relationship counselor or a psychologist or counselor to help you overcome this, or a spiritual leader of some kind to help you overcome the heartache, the hardship, the separation. But it's definitely, I feel like the ex is going to ask for help. Someone is going to be offering help to this person. As I said, it could be, they do have a strong support network behind them with the cups behind him here. So regardless of the gender of your ex, this person does have a strong support network that's going to be behind them, support them. Could be a dear friend that they have, could be siblings, but it's definitely someone that wants to help them. I feel like they've been treated unfairly for some of you, and it might have happened really quickly, and some of you might have just walked out, completely just packed your things, walked out, said goodbye, ended the conversation and going on about your life while they're still really hung up, feel really abandoned. It could be issues of, they may have even had abandonment issues, and maybe that was just getting too much for you, and that's why you needed time away, you needed space. But I feel as though seeing these cards here all together, it's more that they feel really abandoned, they feel lonely. It could be distance that might be separating a few of you. But I feel they will be run down, because we see these people that are ill and unwell and asking for help, and I feel they're really, really hurt emotionally. I feel they're scarred. Something happened here. It could have been, deceit. There could have been cheating involved. Someone could have been dishonest. There could be a lot of pain. Someone could have really fallen head over heels, crazy in love with you, and you've left them, and you probably don't realize just how much this person is in love with you, but there's very, very strong feelings. But they're holding back because they're definitely in two minds about how to contact you, if they should contact you. They're juggling a lot on their plate. I feel that they have it's either they have someone ill that's around them, someone that needs taking care of. It could be at work, it could be clients and customers, but I feel as though right now they're just not in the best mind state to contact you and talk to you, but they're definitely still thinking about you, and definitely still hung up over how this happened, what was said, what the words that were exchanged, what was said or what was not said, what was done or what was not done. They're really still focusing on that. But yes, I hope that has been insightful for you, Aquarius. Thank you so much again for joining me. Again, please give me a thumbs up if you like these readings and you'd like me to continue doing them. Other than that, thanks again for joining me.